What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a code that can be a real headache for Jeep, Dodge, and Chrysler owners. P0740. So, what exactly is this P0740 code? In simple terms, it stands for Torque Converter Clutch Circuit Malfunction. This means your vehicle's brain, specifically the Transmission Control Module, or a TC, has detected a problem with the system that locks up your torque converter. Think of the torque converter clutch, or TCC, like the clutch in a manual car. Its job is to create a direct, one-to-one connection between the engine and the transmission. When you're cruising at a steady speed on the highway, the TCC engages. This locks the converter, stops the internal fluid slipping, and improves your fuel efficiency. It also reduces heat buildup in the transmission. When the TCM flags P0740 code, it's telling you that it tried to engage or disengage the clutch, but something went wrong. The command was sent, but the expected change in engine RPM didn't happen. So, where do you even start looking for this problem? The components responsible are all located inside your automatic transmission. This isn't usually an external wiring issue, although it is. Always a good first step to check the main transmission connector for any corrosion or damage, just in case. The primary suspects are the torque converter clutch solenoid, the valve body it sits in, and sometimes the torque converter itself. Now, let's talk about the symptoms. How do you know you might have a P0740 issue? Even before you plug in a scanner, the most common sign is your check engine light will be on. You might also notice your car feels like it's shuddering or vibrating, especially at highway speeds between 40 and 60 miles per hour. This often feels like driving over rumble strips. Another big symptom is a decrease in fuel economy. Since the torque converter isn't locking up, your engine has to work harder, burning more fuel. In more severe cases, your transmission might feel like it's slipping. You could experience harsh shifts, or the engine might even stall when you come to a stop. In some vehicles, the transmission might go into limp mode, getting stuck in a single gear to prevent further damage. Alright, let's get our hands dirty with the diagnosis. The first and most crucial step is to check your transmission fluid. Pop the hood, pull out that dipstick, and take a look. What's the level? Is it low? What about the condition? The fluid should be bright red and translucent. If it looks dark, brown or black, or if it smells burnt, that's a bad sign. It indicates excessive heat and wear, which can cause solenoids to fail and clutch material to break down. If you find metal shavings in the fluid, that points to a serious internal mechanical failure, and you might be looking at a full transmission rebuild or replacement. If the fluid looks okay, the next step is to test the torque converter clutch solenoid. The solenoid is an electronically controlled valve that directs fluid to engage the TCC. To test it, you'll need a multimeter. You're going to check its resistance. ULL. Need to find the Vehicle S service manual to get the correct resistance specification for your specific model. Asit can vary. A reading that's either infinite, meaning an open circuit, or zero, indicating a short, tells you the solenoid is bad and needs to be replaced. You can also try applying 12 volts directly to the solenoid to see if you hear a clicking sound. No click means it's stuck. So, what's the fix? If your diagnostic work points to a faulty TCC solenoid, the solution is to replace it. This involves dropping the transmission oil pan, removing the filter, and then accessing the valve body where the solenoid is located. While you're in there, it's a very good idea to inspect the valve body itself. The bores where the valves move can wear out over time, causing fluid pressure to leak and preventing the TCC from engaging properly, even with a new sign. If the valve body is worn, you might need to have it rebuilt by a specialist or replace it entirely. In some cases, the problem lies within the torque converter itself. If the internal clutch is worn out, no amount of solenoid swapping will fix it. At that point, the transmission has to come out to replace the torque converter. To wrap things up, the P0740 code is a serious issue that affects your car's drivability and fuel economy. Don't ignore it. Start with the simple checks: fluid level and condition. Then move on to testing the TC solenoid. In most cases, a new solenoid and a fluid and filter change will solve the problem. but be prepared for the possibility of a more involved repair like a valve body rebuild or a torque converter replacement. Driving with this code for too long can cause catastrophic damage to your transmission. I hope this guide helps you tackle that P0740 code. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more car repair guides. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.